Hello, hello. It is Sara Waggle, astrologer and leadership coach here for this Moon Astrology Tarot, this time for the moon in Capricorn. This is a full moon in Capricorn, June 21st through the 23rd. So pretty much the whole weekend. It's the get shit done moon. You know, that's what I like to call it. And I feel like I have a lot to say about it. I'm also going to show a chart here in a second. And I want to try and get better at showing charts because I know a lot of visual people love to see the chart, and I want to get better at that. But a couple of housekeeping things. One, you can buy me a coffee. That link is below. You can book a reading with me. I don't know if I have changed it on my calendar, but next week I am pretty much unavailable because I will be traveling. But the first week of July and beyond, I am open. So if you'd like to get a reading with me, I've got the Sun, Moon, Rising basic reading if you want to dip your toes in. You've got the full chart reading or the transit reading with tarot and oracle that you can get as well. So those are available. Or if you would just like to buy me a coffee, of course, that link is there. You can listen to the the Hearts Unleashed podcast episode, Breaking Up with Your Victimhood, that I was a guest on. That's below. And then of course the Awakening Spirit Collective, my affiliate link is below for that. The other thing I would like to put out there is that I am looking for an assistant in an exchange type situation. If you are somebody who likes to play with Canva or other image generating program, I use Canva, but if you use something else and we can make that work, that's fine. But I would like to do an exchange for you. I'm looking for somebody to create thumbnails for my videos in exchange for astrology support and whatnot. So if you love astrology and you like playing with image programs, and we can make that happen, or if you know somebody who can make that happen, that would be great. Sometimes what I envision in my mind and what my physical vision can do are not the same. And so I have things that I want to create differently. And so anyway, need the support to do that. So anyway, let's see if I can do some magical things here. Let me move things. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay. We're looking at a Capricorn full moon to kick off Cancer season. Yes, I will be doing Cancer season, sun and rising signs. Hopefully that video will be out right around the time that this one comes out. But for now, here's where we are. So this full moon is happening at 1 degree of Capricorn, right as the moon enters Capricorn Friday evening. And you're going to want to pay attention to what comes up for you around this full moon, because there's a second full moon later on to end Cancer season. But I also want to point out that if we look down here at the bottom, the sun is at 1 degree of Cancer, coming off of a square to Neptune at 29 degrees of Pisces. So it's an out of sign square, meaning an out of modality. So Cancer and Capricorn are cardinal signs. Pisces is a mutable sign. And so there could be something going on with some water this weekend, perhaps. Who knows? And we, of course, have Mercury has passed Venus. So we've had the Mercury-Venus conjunction at 0 degrees of Cancer. And you can see, even though this chart is set to 0 Aries, meaning at the ecliptic, I have it at 0 degrees Aries. But we can see up here where this AS is. That's the ascendant. So it's a Capricorn, or sorry, Sagittarius, my bad, ascendant, meaning it's ruled by Jupiter. So this is expansive. It's an expansive illumination. I am not a fan of charging your crystals during a Capricorn full moon, just because the moon's at detriment and it's just not my vibe. I don't like that vibe. And remember, whatever you charge things with, that's the vibe or the energy that you have to be with until the next full moon. However, I think I would charge my crystals at the later full moon in Capricorn because it's going to be conjunct Pluto, which is transformative, and that's more my vibe than this one. So yeah, I feel like we are clearly being shown something. I will also say that with this Cancer season, and I'll mention this more in the longer video with the sun signs, is we're going to have aspects to the South Node in Libra, the North Node in Aries. So all of those things around dependence, codependence, alliances, renegotiating relationships is going to come up with this South Node in Libra. And then that independence, interdependence, hyper independence, and having things done your way kind of energy with the North Node in Aries is going to be highlighted. We're also at the 1 year mark of, we'll close to it. It'll be mid-July, but of these nodes being in those signs. But anywho, so we'll get into more of that later. Mars is hanging out in Taurus. He will conjunct Uranus later on in July, so we're not there yet. And Jupiter is moving through Gemini. Obviously, we've had information overload. Your nervous system may be overloaded. So if you can do things to self-care for your nervous system, whether that means, turmeric, ginger, relaxing, resting, yoga, meditation, really staying connected to yourself, your higher self, those sorts of things. Cancer is all about self-care, nurturing, maternal things, reparenting, perhaps, foundation, your home life. This might be a good time to, be on the lazy river more, be in self-care more. And of course, if you're where I'm at, I'm in the Midwest, we're having a nasty heat wave. So really slowing down and caring for yourself could be a significant factor through this year. I know not everyone's having a heat wave, but other people are having other things like flooding and fires and things like that. There's a lot going on, and that's going to continue to be the case through the next couple of years or so. So yeah, that's the chart that we're dealing with for now. Let me there we go. Okay. So that's the chart that we're dealing with. I think it's important to realize that this is also the like, it being a Saturnian and Jupiterian full moon, it's getting Molly McCord referred to it as getting your TPS reports done, which I thought was hilarious. She used an Office Space example or analogy for this. Because I often call this the get shit done moon when the moon's in Capricorn. And I think it's true. I think it's a get shit done. I know it's summer and we all want to be out playing, but we are also up against or facing the need or the we're facing the need to support us, to be support, to not only support ourselves, but be supportive to others. And so, it's not a playtime type of time. It's nurture yourself. It's taking responsibility for your self-care. It's taking responsibility for, it's go out and play, but after you get your work done kind of thing. So, don't necessarily be like Peter and show up with a fish and plop it on your desk type of thing, got your fish on your desk type of thing. But he was also under hypnosis. So there's that. If you've never seen Office Space, I highly recommend it. It is hilarious. I love that movie so much. but I feel like this full moon is illuminating something. Again, Cancer Capricorn is the ultimate balance between home and emotional intelligence and being nurturing versus um, goals and work and public achievement and things like that. And so, there's a balance and we have to honor that. So even though it's summer and we wanted to just, take the summer off, we're not kids in school anymore. There is still work to be done. So let's see what's up with the Star Trek tarot. Like I said, we'll have the Cancer season, sun and rising signs. But I've been going through my own. I mean, I don't know. I always have an excuse as to why I don't have it published when I want it published, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I promise. Um, you know, I also have a family priority situations that pop up and things like that. So, I think it's an important time to be in community, however that looks for you. And even if your community maybe does not align with what you're doing, or it does not, it's not doing this, your community people are not doing the same things, but you can support each other. Like you can have a hobby with people that aren't in the same frequency as you, but you share that hobby in common, right? I'm in a tea social group on Discord, and they're all in their propaganda world, and I'm like, I just ignore all that. I'm here to talk about tea. I don't really care about propaganda things. Not into it. Not into it. Okay. We'll see what we got for this full moon. Queen of Batleths in reverse. Queen of Batleths in reverse. Queen of Swords in reverse. And I never can remember this Klingon's name, but I know she's the mother of Alexander, Worf's son. But I can never it starts with a K. I can't remember what her name is, but Queen of Batleths or Queen of Swords in traditional tarot in reverse. Um, manipulation or foggy or unclear or because we do have Neptune involved. I feel like there could be maybe even a battle in your own inner space of which cards do I play. It could be a battle of I don't know what to do, but I'm gonna do something. Which this could be like, if it's you're a little confused or you're foggy or whatever, this could be a good opportunity to journal or meditate to really get clear as to what the get shit done looks like to you or for you. I feel like this is don't throw spaghetti at the wall. Like it's not a time to throw spaghetti at the wall and see what lands. It's really a time to get connected with who you are and what you actually want to freaking do, execute, and then move forward. It's really not it's you should already know. You should already know, and you already do know. It's a matter of connecting to your higher self and discerning what that is. Like we all have something to offer one another in this world. And so I feel like this is really you've thrown spaghetti at the wall. You already know what sticks. You already know what you like. You're probably just afraid of judgment or afraid of whatever. And we all are. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not like I'm not judging you for being afraid. I get it. But you already know. It's now time to just take the action and do it. Okay. I got this self-care deck that I will be using for the sun and rising signs, but I'm also going to use it throughout Cancer season. And of course, as I'm shuffling this, I feel like it's a good time to remind you that there are some little pop-up videos that are happening with fun chart readings. Highly recommend those. If you've got a person that you would love to see me do a little fun chart reading on, open to that. I do have a list of people coming up that I'm going to be doing because friends call me and say, hey, can you do so-and-so's chart? But also, of course, we'll do the Cancer Zodiac tea tastings. Those will be coming up. Those are always on my TikTok first, and then land on YouTube and social media afterwards. And the Gemini teas were really good, so I'm excited to try the Cancer season teas. I thought the Gemini teas were really good because one was a ginger lemon tea, and I thought that was really great for digestion and the nervous system and calming the vagus nerve. And then the other one was kind of just a light fruity white tea that I actually really loved iced. And so we'll see what the Cancer teas bring. So let's see what kind of self-care we can be doing for this Cancer or Capricorn moon, or this Capricorn full moon. Let's see. Um, Oh, deep breathing, 100%, 100% breath work, deep breathing. I've been doing this a lot with just calming down my nervous system, calming down because there's so much accelerated energy right now that I think deep breathing, just taking like a couple minutes between tasks to really breathe into your lungs, your belly, and really dropping your shoulders, really getting that air moving in through your body. Highly recommend doing some breath work, doing some different types of yoga that would encourage breath work, meditations, things like that. Let's pull another one just in case, you're not a breath worky type of person. We'll do one more. I would also say if you're looking for crystals or oils, um, grounding oils, copaiba, uh, cedar wood, arbor vitae. I would think those would be good. Capricorn is a earth sign. And there's also lots of water in the chart with Cancer and Pisces right now. So I feel like things that you can do to stay grounded. Copaiba is good for staying focused, so that could be a good thing. And whatnot. Come on, there we go. And we have look to the stars. I'm also going to say look to your higher self, really connecting with your higher self. You have your human self and your higher self, and looking to your higher self for guidance and direction. Your higher self knows the shit that your human self wants to avoid and ignore and pretend doesn't exist. Your higher self has answers. And so I just finished a self-doubt detox program this week and got it, yet another opportunity to really connect with my higher self and work with coaches to support me in, detoxing from self-doubt. And part of the soul homework that we had was writing letters from our higher self to our human self. And so highly recommend doing some writing, channeled writing around, what messages your higher self is wanting you to hear right now, and things like that. So, okay, that's what I got for this full moon in Capricorn. Thank you so much for tuning in. And hopefully I'll see you on the Cancer season, Sun and Rising sign soon. And of course, the next Moon Astrology Tarot. And of course, check out the Zodiac tea tasting and the fun chart readings. Give me some feedback on that and who you maybe want to see me do a chart on. And please take care of yourself out there. It is wacky weather and wacky circumstances. So please take good care of yourself and those around you. All right, talk to you next time. Bye for now.